All right, so something I just wanted to make sure to put the boot into the butthole of Pocahontas. So, a lot of people have kind of this idea that Elizabeth Warren is a good person who's very talented at something. There's not much record of this. In fact, actually, what she's most famous for like in government, is this office that supposedly was holding corporations accountable. That's not what it did. It was a shakedown. You would shake people down. You would shake down their corporation. She would do what all these people are trying to do to Elon Musk right now. They would say, we heard that we have people who are going to testify that your company is super racist. But if you give money to, if you settle with this government department and give money to all of these various charitable black organizations for important, smart, college-educated black people who are getting the short end of the stick, then you won't have to have an ugly hearing or get called in front of Congress or get cited or get fined for not being racist. Because of course, that's really what the issue was, is that they weren't. It's just that they didn't want the publicity. They didn't want the shot to their stakeholders, and that's what it is. She's the kind of person who she knows she can make money off of a company by scaring off shareholders. And then, most egregiously, she pretended quite openly for like 30 years of her career that she was a Native American. She just basically failed upward all of her life, just had babies and then would get a sweet job and then have a baby and then get another sweet fucking job where she didn't really have to work. Elizabeth Warren is exemplary, and so now with all this abortion stuff that she's talking about, failing upward and all this, that she's exemplary of her kind. She's an exemplary white liberal female. Exemplary. Like absolutely one of the best examples of them all. Somebody who simply could never make it on real raw talent in private industry. She could not make it. She had to work. She had to fail upward through education. She had to fail upward through government. But that's the thing. That's what Democrats are. The white and so she's really the beautiful part about this is her all this crap about how she's going to fight and say, oh, what are you going to do, a war dance? What are you going to talk to your ancient Native American ancestors about? What are you going to have, like some kind of ritual and get your warrior spirit? Gonna bring a tomahawk, bitch? That's typical fail upward white liberal whore. And that's it will never matter that anybody disagrees if you're a liberal. It's that you're just envious of the fact that she got the hustle before you. And and that's people liberal chicks of all colors, especially really black liberal women really envy people like Elizabeth Warren, because you can't pretend to be something else when you're an actual ethnic minority. I mean, except if you're Jewish. If you're Jewish, you can be white when it's convenient, and then you're Jewish when suddenly everybody's saying, well, you really aren't very talented and failed upward. I go, do you understand how anti-Semitic that is? I am a Jewess. Do you not understand? You have criticized me, and I at the same time happen to have Hebrew lineage. Do you understand what that means? It means you're a bad person for criticizing me. Vagina, Jew vagina. You can't talk about me. See, Elizabeth Warren isn't that lucky. Because, she's pretending to be a Native American. She got caught, got called out over and over again. Totally humiliated, really, over the all that shit. Donald Trump went full counting coup, full counting coup, knocked her right off her pony, knocked that fucking blanket right off. No, it turned her brown eyes blue. Yes. Oh, I love it. At the end of work, some of these just come to me, bro. It just come to me. I know. I heard the Godfather died. I'm actually trying not to mention it because I keep, yeah. As you get older, it's harder. Death. Because you know death is coming for you one day. And not much, won't be that long. So, seeing people who are so full of life and then they're just gone, it's hard. It's just, yeah, it's just hard. It's weird when you're younger. You feel bad, but there's a fear. There's a kind of fear that grows as you get older. I remember seeing what it looked like in my dad's dead eyes. It was not a peaceful look. It was fear. Fear and awe. Seeing somebody you know dead is like dead, not treated by the coroner and and pumped full of chemicals and stuff and makeup and no, it's yeah, it's you never forget it. The blood goes black yeah. So, what interesting times we live in. What a fascinating time we live in. As Shogun's assassin, what a time you chose to be born. Rest in peace, Kevin.